What if I told you that the winds of change are howling through Hollis Hall like they haven't in decades? Is it too far-fetched to dream that the Bears might be on the cusp of a transformation, one that could finally break the shackles of mediocrity that have shackled this storied franchise? Imagine the roar of Soldier Field, echoing with the cries of a new era, one where passion meets precision and the ghosts of '06 and '18 can finally be laid to rest. Hit that like button, subscribe for every heart-racing revelation, and let us know, are you ready for the Bears to take their rightful place among the legends? Whispers are already riveting fans across the Windy City, with inside sources hinting at seismic shifts that could redefine the team as we know it. Speculation is swirling like a frigid Chicago wind, with chatter about a game-changing trade that could pivot the franchise toward glory. Yes, I'm talking about the potential of moving Braxton Jones to Tampa Bay in light of Tristan Wirfs' shocking injury. What does it mean for our offensive line and our future? Well, brace yourself, because if this trade goes down, it could resonate through the years, shaking the very foundations of Bears football. Braxton Jones, a young tackle with untapped potential, could be sent packing, giving the Bears a chance to scour the market for something vital, perhaps even making a splash on Alvin if the Saints decide to shake things up. Just think about the implications. This isn't just a rumor. It's a chance for Chicago to not only solidify the line, but also to enhance their backfield with a player who has shown he can electrify the field. For years, we felt the heartache of trading away our first-rounders and watching rival teams snag Super Bowl trophies while we've been left in the dust, reminiscing about touchdowns scored by legends like Peyton and the swift speed of Hester. This could be our moment, a turning point driven by ambition, dirtied by loss, and fueled by relentless pursuit of a championship that has eluded us for too long. But what if it goes horribly wrong? What if making a move like this backfires? Can we trust this front office, especially after the turmoil of past seasons? Or will we be left chasing shadows instead of building tangible success? Can Ben Johnson, our head coach, really elevate this team to new heights? Or will it be just another call for hope in our storied yet tumultuous history? And while we cling to dreams of doubling down on our offensive line while adding a powerhouse like Kamara, how will our young core respond if thrust into the spotlight of ambition? Hold on to your hats, Bears fans, because the stakes have never been higher. And the question lingers, will this be the turning point that ignites a firestorm of success, or an era that keeps the Bears mired in their endless cycle of heartbreak? Strap in, because we're just getting started. This saga is far from over. Stay tuned for part 2, where we dive deeper into the heart of this turmoil, exploring the ramifications and what it all could mean for the monsters of the Midway. We are born from the ashes of heartbreak, my fellow Bear faithful. And now we stand at the brink of something monumental, like a last-minute drive against the Packers in the snow. The outcome uncertain, but the energy electric. The ghosts of past denials linger like the smell of an old Miller Lite spilled on the bar, reminding us of those gut-wrenching seasons where hope morphed into despair. 2010, when we had it in our grasp, only to watch it slip away in the blink of an eye. 2018, where the double doink turned our dreams into dust before our very eyes. Yet here we are again, standing at the crossroads of potential and doubt, staring into the abyss of our present at Hollis Hall. Now imagine if this organization finds a way to infuse that locker room with the fiery intensity of the defensive legends that came before, not just field commanders like Mike Singletary or Brian Urlacher, but dogged warriors like Devin Hester, who electrified our house and put fear into opposing hearts. It echoes, my friends, and sends chills down our spines as we think of their tenacity and passion. But what if this current squad can grab that legacy and swing it forward into a new era? There's tension in the air right now, like the heavy clouds before a storm, and the suits in the front office know it. They can hear the whispers of the other teams in the NFC North, especially the purple people eaters who thrive on our losses and the cheeseheads who delight in our misfortune. If there's one thing we've learned through the eras of hurt, it's that momentum can change on a dime, And as we inch closer toward the next showdown, I'm left contemplating who's really pulling the strings behind the scenes. What are their agendas? Are they truly seeking redemption, or are they merely assembling scraps a team pieced together like a jigsaw puzzle with missing edges that doesn't really fit? You could feel the doubt creeping in like lake wind on Soldier Field in December, hobbling through the marrow of the team. Do they believe they can break the curse? Or are they just passing through, playing for their own contracts instead of our pride? I know we've seen the spark, that feeling coursing through us as we wake up on game day, hoping against all odds that we'll be the ones to rewrite the narrative of this franchise. Yet I can't shake the fear that our lengthy wait for that elusive championship may lead us deeper into the shadows of mediocrity. Do we dare rely on rookies and dreamers to lead us back into the light, or are we building castles that could crumble beneath the weight of despair? Can this be our year, or will we find ourselves staring at the same old clockwork of fate, faces buried deep in our hands as the scoreboard ticks down at the end of yet another bitter season? That haunting question lingers, vibrating in the air as every fan clutches their drink tighter. Are we mere spectators in our own tragic play, or are we destined to be the architects of our revival, fueled by the relentless roar of our city? Demanding greatness and gut-wrenching resolve from every player that wears that iconic blue and orange. As the season bears down upon us, the chaos is palpable, and with every passing hour, I can feel it like a moth drawn to the flame. We yearn for something more, something to grip onto amidst the clamor of doubt. We are the Chicago Bears, and our time is coming, whether the team knows it or not. Will they let us down again, forcing us to endure another winter of discontent? Or will they seize this opportunity to spark a fire that leads us back to what? We crave a team that represents us, that fights for every inch on that field, that shows the world that the Chicago Bears cannot and will not be conquered. Let's rally, my brothers and sisters in blue, because the moment of truth is near, and it's time for us to either rise or watch the light flicker out one more time. The echoes of our history are loud, resonating with possibility, urging us to cling to hope, but ready to remind us of our scars. This is it, this intense moment set against our storied past, where the Bears stand divided between ghosts of glory and the ache of frustration. What will it take for us to finally break the chains that bind us to disappointment and usher in a new dawn? The answers lie ahead, but whether we're ready for them is another question altogether. Will this be another chapter of sad reflections, or the beginning of something beyond our wildest imagination? The questions hang in the air, unanswered, tantalizingly close, but just beyond our grasp, waiting to ignite something reignited within our souls as we cling to the hope we've borne so heavily for decades.